Dang, you actually have some good connection too down there. Come on, notification. There's the notification.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to another live stream here at MVG Productions. I am your stream host, Mr. Turd Ferguson. Boy, we've got a good one there for you tonight. Those of you out there in YouTube land, I see we got Mr. Mitchell here. Mitchell Hill is there. Hello, welcome to you tonight. I see Mr. Tony is there. Thanks for being here again. Good to see you. Yes, we have got a good one tonight. It is about to be semifinal number 3, the final semifinal. There's John. Welcome. Gianni, welcome. Scott saying hello. I'm sure that some of our MVG friends there, Gianni, Scott, and probably a few others will be jumping in, getting to chat with you guys tonight. Scott better be very careful about chatting, though, because he's about to find himself in the match of a lifetime here as we play the final semifinal of the Monopoly Tournament of Champions. Hello to you, Doug. Welcome in. Man, hoping we have a great audience out there tonight. Sorry we're getting a few minutes later start than we have the last couple of weeks. One of our players, he's our normal announcer and the number 1 overall seed, Travis Coulter, got stuck at work, so we waited for him to get here. But he's made it in. We've got all of our players here. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. So I hope that you guys have got a nice cold drink beside you, maybe a little snack, popcorn, I would suggest, and you're ready for a little bit of fun here as we get ready to do the third and final semifinal of the Monopoly Tournament of Champions. So let's not hold this thing up any longer. Let's get ourselves into it. Justin, are you ready for the intro?
Ready.
All right, well, we're going to go live with this one here in 3, 2, and 1. Boom.
Yes, Monopoly, the world's most popular board game, is now Monopoly, the TV game. Here come the players in the red position. Number 1 seed overall, Travis Coulter. Gold player, Scott Michaels. And the green player, Russ Bielefeld. Here comes our Mr. Monopoly, Justin Ray. And here's the host of Monopoly, Turd Ferguson.
Hey, everybody there. Don't start with that booing, the mooing, or nothing of the sort. But hey, it is awesome to have all of you back here again for the Monopoly Tournament of Champions. Man, this is the one that you have been waiting for. I know I've been waiting for it. It is that time. We've already got 2 of our players that have locked in their spots in our championship game of our tournament. Mr. Nels Snesrud won our first semifinal game, and the second semifinal game was won by Mr. Peach Nectarine. They will be here next week to face off against whoever tonight's winner is for the overall Season 1 Monopoly Tournament of Champions. But to get that player, we've got to meet some players. So first off, we're going to start in that red position. He is, as Mr. Monopoly said, he's our number 1 overall seed. He finished up the regular season with an outstanding total of $150,317. Our only person to break 6 figures. He comes to us from Salem, Oregon. You normally hear him doing the announcing, but tonight he's going to answer some questions. It's Mr. Travis Coulter. Travis, welcome back to Monopoly.
Hello, Turd Ferguson. Thank you for having me here tonight.
Anyway, it's great having you here. So, Travis, again, number 1 overall seed. You won quite a few games during the season. Again, over $150,000. The question is, I think anybody that's been watching the tournament will say, this is Oh man, I don't even have enough words for it. This is the end all be all when it comes to Trivia Titans at MVG. Do you have what it takes to come out on top and move on to the championship game?
Maybe. We'll see. I've got some great competition, so I don't even know yet.
Well, this is true. You do have some great competition. You did great in the regular season. Let's see if you can carry this on the tournament. Best of luck to you. And now we're going to meet one of those competitors. He comes to us over in the yellow position. He is from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. For the season, he had $27,567. He is, I believe I'm correct in saying, the only person that made it into the tournament without having won a single game. He played with us 7 different times. He is our number 6 overall seed. Welcome to the game, the flat broke kid himself, Scott Michaels.
Hello, Turd.
Well, hello there to you, Scott. Again, you're the flat broke kid, but you're not flat broke due to money here, as you won over $27,000 in the regular season. But again, no championships. Were you saving it for the tournament?
I figured if there's any better time to finally get my first win on Monopoly, it's tonight. Because, yes, like you said, 7 games, no wins. That was mostly because of the amount of super champs you've had throughout the season, and I was lucky enough to play so many games to get here, so I'm just hoping tonight's my night.
Well, if it's going to be your night, it would be a heck of a night to do it. 1, it gets you to the championship game, and number 2, you would be knocking off 2 absolute, as I've called them, titans when it comes to trivia here at MVG. Yeah. Hey, we're going to wish you the best of luck. I can say you're absolutely going to need it, because next and final player, he comes to us from the Cincinnati, Ohio area. When we last saw him, he had won a championship game and then was unable to defend that championship due to some personal things going on, so we had to replace him as champion. It looked like he wasn't going to be able to be with us in the tournament due to some other personal issues, but thank goodness the Lord has been good to him, and he's allowed us to put him back in the tournament tonight. So while he's listed as the number 9 seed, he was actually higher than that in the standings previously. But he will be the number 9 ranked person here, which puts him in the green position. During the regular season, he had $35,495. It is the man himself, the preacher man, Mr. Russ Bielefeld. Russ, welcome to Monopoly.
Yeah. To quote Michael Corleone in Godfather Part 3, just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in.
Hey, this is true. You have had an anomaly of a season here again, as you had won that one game during the regular season. Some things came up that did not allow you to defend your title in a what we would consider to be a timely fashion. So we had to go ahead and replace you as champ. And then once it looked like you were still going to make the tournament anyway with the high winnings you had in your win, some things had come up and looked like it was going to hold you out. But once again, it seems like the Lord shined down on you. But the question is, will he shine down on you today? Your thoughts?
I have no idea, because I've lost to both of these guys in on other game shows on this network. So this is going to be a high mountain for me to climb.
Well, hey, you are absolutely right on that one. But hey, it is somebody's going to come out of this with a W, and hey, it just might as well be you as it is anybody else. So wish you the best of luck. Again, wish all the players the best of luck here tonight. We've got some things going on behind the scenes. Travis, if you will go ahead and jump back in the any desk. You guys may see that happen during the game. If we kind of get held up a little bit, it kicks them out if there's no movement. So we're letting them back in at this time. But we are ready. They are all in. So let's go ahead and do a quick buzzer check. So Travis, as the red player, you are shift tilde.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Thank you, Scott. Your shift
Where
right.
the fuck is that?
Fantastic. Russ, you're the apostrophe.
Apostrophe. I gotta find that.
There it is.
Hey, there it is.
All right, fantastic. All right, well, let's get into this thing. As the great boxing referee Mills Lane would always say, let's get it on. So here we go. This is the acquisition phase of our game. We're going to be going around stopping at each property here. These players are going to be answering trivia questions. Whoever gets it correct will get the price that you see there at the bottom of the card that will go into their bank. And yes, that's the bank.
Hey.
And then once we've made it through each property, if someone holds the monopoly, they'll get the combined value added to their total. If not, then we will go into a showdown round. So here we go. Best of luck to all of our players. We are on Mediterranean Avenue. This is a $60 property, and here is your first question of the final semifinal. Titania and Oberon are featured characters, and that's Russ.
Damn it.
Midsummer Night's Dream.
That is
Damn
correct. $60 comes over to you. That's a quick start. And now we move over to Baltic Avenue, another $60 property with this question. According to the proverb, by what should you not judge a book? Russ.
By its cover.
And that is correct. Again, another $60 coming to you. And you already have that purple Monopoly, which is another $120 of combined value, which brings you to $240. We now move over to our light blue properties. This is Oriental Avenue. It's a $100 property. Here comes your question. What number is obtained by adding the number 3 to the number, and that's Travis.
Damn it. 15. Why not?
You said what again?
15.
15 is incorrect. That's going to cost you
Of
$100.
course it is.
I'll finish the question for Scott and Russ. What number is obtained by adding the number 3 to the numbers either side of it on a dartboard? Scott.
That would be 27?
No, I'm sorry.
No.
That's going to cost you $100 as well. Russ, you want a shot at it?
Oh, God. I haven't played darts in years. I'm not going to try it.
All right. So that would be 39. The numbers on either side are 17 and 19, which is 36. Add the 3 to it, and it's 39. All right. So
Ew.
we're now going to cut this property in half. It's now worth $50 until someone takes control. Next question. Which country did boxer Lennox Lewis represent during, and that's Travis.
Canada.
Canada is correct. $50 comes over to you, has you now at negative 50. We now move over to Vermont Avenue. $100 with this question. Angora is a breed of rabbit, and which other, and that's Scott.
Dang it.
Time. That's going to lose you 100. I'll finish the question for Travis and Russ. All right, Travis.
Goat.
It is goat. $100 comes over to Travis. You're now at positive 50. We now go to our last light blue property, and this is Connecticut Avenue. $120 for this question. Which island country is separated from the mainland continent of Africa by the Mozambique? And that's Scott.
Madagascar?
Madagascar is correct.
Nice.
$120 comes over to you, takes you to negative 80. So now we're going to have a showdown between Travis and Scott. Russ, go ahead and take a little break here. Travis, you need 1 correct answer. Scott, you're going to need 2 for the Monopoly. Here comes your first showdown question. No money at stake other than just trying to win the combined value. What is the title of the 3rd novel in the Twilight series? Scott.
New Moon?
No, I'm sorry. Travis, you want a shot?
Oh.
Travis?
Breaking Dawn.
No, I'm sorry. It's Eclipse. Eclipse.
Ah.
All right. So, again, no money was at stake there. Let's go to our next showdown. The sitcom The Golden Girls was set in which U.S. state? Travis.
Gosh. Minnesota.
No, I'm sorry. Scott?
Florida.
Florida is correct. All right.
Yeah, that should
So,
have been way too cold.
yes. All right. So, that Minnesota is where Rose would always talk about being from St. Olaf.
Yes.
So, Travis and Scott, whoever gets the next one correct will take the light blue property group. Which branch of Greek philosophy is associated with being impassive?
What?
There was the timer. That was either the timer or somebody's clothes are dry and you should go check them. That would be stoicism. Stoicism.
Oh, okay.
Yes. All right, let's go ahead and take another question here. The Caucasus Mountains, and I may be mispronouncing that, lie on the border of which two continents? Scott.
For Europe and Asia.
That is correct,
Yes!
although my pronunciation
Damn it!
probably wasn't.
Yeah,
Scott, you have
Caucasus, I believe, is the correct pronunciation of that.
Caucasus.
If you ever wonder why we're called Caucasian, that's where we came from.
Yes, and we are live, so we can say cock and not get it edited out or bleeped.
You're on Monopoly. You can say it anyway. All right, so Scott, that brings you up to $240. We now make our turn on to 2nd Street. And ladies and gentlemen, before we go any further, I'd like to welcome in our human buzzer. It's Doug. Welcome, Doug. Fantastic. All right, let's continue on. We're now on 2nd Street, our magenta property group, and this is St. Charles Place. This is a $140 property. Here comes the question. Taken in 1972, what was the subject of the photograph, The Blue Marble? Russ.
The planet Earth.
Planet Earth is correct.
Damn it.
$140 goes over to Russ. He's up to $380. We now move over to States Avenue. $140. Next question. Cape Fear, Taxi Driver, or The Departed? Russ?
Cape Fear? Question
No,
mark?
I'm sorry. That's going to cost you $140. I'll finish the question for Travis and Scott. So again, Cape Fear, Taxi Driver, or The Departed? Which of these Martin Scorsese films was released first? Scott?
The Departed?
No, I'm sorry. That's going to cost you $140. And Travis, if you get this wrong, you should have your ass kicked. Travis?
Taxi Driver.
Taxi Driver is correct. How'd you figure that one out?
I wonder. One shot.
All right, so yeah, what that said. All right, so you've got $190 for you. We now move over to Virginia Avenue. This is a $160 property with this question. Danny DeVito played the character of Louis De Palma in which comedy series? Travis.
The It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
No, I'm sorry. That'll cost you $160. Scott or Russ? Russ.
Taxi.
Speaking of Taxi, yes, it's Taxi. $160 makes its
Hey,
way over to
Turd.
Mr. Biffa. Yes.
Can I have $20 back?
Did I take too much?
You took 160?
Yes. You had 190. I took 160.
It's one. Oh, I thought. Never mind.
You shut your dirty, filthy whore mouth over there. Everybody-
I'm thinking.
Everybody that's watching on the live stream right now, please feel free to send an at TBK Travis to shut his dirty, filthy whore mouth.
Shut
All right.
It's a
All right.
long day at work.
All right, so Travis and Russ, you'll be having a showdown. Scott, go ahead and take a break here. So, Russ, you'll need one correct answer for the Monopoly. Travis, you need two. Here is your first showdown. What is a vaquero? Travis.
Cowboy.
So, I'm going to say that's
not close
that is
enough.
not what's on my card, so I can't take it. Russ? Russ.
I was gonna say a cow.
No, it's actually a herder, a horse-mounted herder.
Oh, okay.
Yes. All right, let's go to another question. The Ukraine has a border on which body of water? Travis.
The Caspian Sea.
No, I'm sorry. Russ? Go ahead.
How about the other one, the Black Sea?
Black Sea is correct. Russ, you have taken the monopoly, and with it comes $440 of combined value, which takes you to $840. We now move over to the orange properties in St. James Place. $180, Travis, for this question.
Shut up, Turd.
What activity is featured in the video game Gran Turismo? Scott.
Racing.
I'll accept that.
F1
Or
racing.
driving. I would have accepted that. Driving marks as well. $180 comes over to Scott, takes you to $280. Now move over to Tennessee Avenue. $180. Next question. What is a cuckoo pent? Travis.
A bird in a glass.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. That's going to cost you $180 and a piece of your dignity. Scott or Russ, what is a cuckoo pent? It's a plant. It's a plant. Yes.
Boo.
All right. So we'll cut the property value in half to $90. Here's the next question. Jack Skellington was the main character in which, Scott?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas is correct. $180 comes. Well, I should only be giving you 90 here, not that. So I'm going to start off by giving it to you, and then I'm going to take 90 of it away. My apologies. All right, you're at 370. Now we go to New York Avenue. $200 property with this question. What name is given to a regular series of concerts by a group or singer in the same venue, such as in Las Vegas? Russ.
Residency.
Residency is correct. $200
Okay.
to Russ. He's our first person at four figures, $1,040. All right, so Scott and Russ, you'll be having the showdown here. Russ, you'll need 2 correct answers. Scott, you're only going to need 1. What type of pastry is used to make a beef Wellington? Scott.
Oh, God. Donut?
No, I'm sorry. Russ? Go ahead.
I'll try it. Puff pastry.
Puff pastry is correct. All right, so that's 1 for Russ now. Scott, you still need 1. Russ, 1 more, and you will get the monopoly. Here comes the next question. What color is the background of the Jolly Roger pirate? Scott.
Black.
It is black. You have taken the monopoly, and with it comes $560 of combined value, which takes you up to $930. We now make our turn on to 3rd Street. This is our red property group and Kentucky Avenue. $220 property with this question. The 1942 film Casablanca was set during which conflict? Travis.
The First World War.
No, I'm sorry. That's going to cost you $220. Takes you to negative 370. Scott or Russ? Russ.
It's the Second World War.
That is correct. World War II. $220 goes over to Russ. Takes him to $1260. We now move to Indiana Avenue. $220 with this question. What color is the Professor Plum piece include? Scott.
Purple.
Purple is correct. $220, right? $1,150. We now go to our final red property, Illinois Avenue. $240 with this question. What is Barack Obama's middle name? Russ.
Hussein.
Hussein, correct. $240 coming to you. Put you up to $1,500. Now we have a showdown between Scott and Russ. This time, Scott, you're going to need 2. Russ, you only need 1. What document format is wider than it is tall? Russ.
Landscape.
Landscape is correct, and you have taken the red property group. Well done to you there. And along with that comes $680 of combined value, which takes you to $2180. We now move to our yellow property group. This is Atlantic Avenue. $260 with this question. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got is a lyric from which song? Russ.
Jenny from the Block.
Jenny from the Block is correct. Another $260 comes to you. You're up to $2440. Now we're at Ventnor Avenue. $260. Next question. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley is a line from which, Travis?
Oh, I forgot.
I'm sorry, time is up. That's going to cost you $260, which has you at negative $630. Russ.
Airplane.
It is Airplane. $260 comes to you. You're up to $2,700. We are now over to Marvin Gardens. $280 for this question. Which band originally recorded Don't Stop Believin'? Russ.
Journey.
Journey is correct. $280 coming to you on that one. And along with that comes the $800 of combined value, which takes you to $3,780. We now turn on to 4th Street and our green property group. This is a very specific property. It is Pacific Avenue. $300 for this question. What word completes the saying, don't put all your eggs in one, Scott?
Basket.
Basket is correct. $300 comes to you. You're up to $1,450. Now we're to the home of Brandon Scruggs and North Carolina Avenue. $300 this question. Who starred as Zohan in the 2008 film Russ?
Oh, crap. Was that Ben Stiller?
No, I'm sorry. That'll cost you $300. I'll finish the question. And no, I won't. Travis.
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler is correct. $300 comes to you, Travis. You're at negative $330. We now move over to the last green property. This is the home of the president, Pennsylvania Avenue. $320 with this question. Who duetted with Neil Diamond on the 1978 hit You Don't Bring Me Flowers? Russ.
Barbara Streisand.
Baba. Yes. $320 to you. That takes you to $3,800. And for the first time in this game, all of our players have a property. So now this showdown, whoever gets 2 correct answers first, they do not need to be consecutive answers, will take this Monopoly. Travis, this is huge for you. Here we go. Again, no money at stake. The 1973 film Don't Look Now was set in which European city? Scott.
I'll guess Paris.
No. Travis.
Rome.
No. Russ, you want a shot? Russ.
Okay, I'll try Berlin.
No, I'm sorry. Correct answer was Venice.
Okay.
All right. Next question. The ELO single Don't Bring Me Down was taken from which 1979 album? Russ.
Discovery?
Discovery.
Or Disco Very?
Disco Very. Yes, that is correct. You have one. One more gives you the property group. All right, next question. What word completes this saying? Don't put the blank before the horse. Scott.
Lead?
No. Travis.
Carriage.
No. Russ.
Cart.
Cart is the correct answer, and Russ has taken the green property group, and with that, $920 of combined value takes him to $4,720. We now make our way to the final property group. It is our Dark Blues and Park Place. This is a $350 property with this question. Which animal completes the title of this game show? Don't scare the Travis.
Pig.
No. Sorry, that's going to cost you $350. You're at negative 680. Scott or Russ?
Don't scare the blank, huh?
Can I guess again?
So
No.
I'll give you a little hint. It rhymes with scare, and it's an animal, so it would be don't scare the
Hair.
hare.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. All right, let's go ahead and half the value of that, $175 for this question. Who recorded the 1956 song Don't Be Cruel? Russ.
Elvis Presley.
Yes, Elvis Parsley. $175 comes over to you, Russ. You're at $4,895. And now finally, we make our way to the last property, Boardwalk. $400 for this question. The one you warned me all about is a line from which 1986 song?
I hear it in my
There's the
head.
buzzer.
And I just can't.
You'll be disappointed. It's Papa Don't Preach.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
Never would have.
well, all right, so here we go. $200 now for this question. All right, fill in the blank. If it ain't blank, don't fix it. Russ.
Broke.
Broke is correct. $200 for that question. And you have the Monopoly, $750 of combined value. And that means we are at the end of the acquisition phase of our game. Let's take a look at the scores. Right now, with no properties and negative $680 is our red player, Travis Coulter. In second, with 2 property groups and $1,450 is our flat broke kid, Scott Michaels. And with $5,845 and 6 property groups is the man himself, Russ Bielefeld. Well, players and audience out there, we are going to take a commercial break. And on this break, our players are going to be adding houses and hotels to their properties. Houses are $50, hotels are $250. And when we come back, we're going to play our 15-minute big money round to find out not only who's going to make it on to go once around the block for $50,000, but who's going to get that last coveted spot in our Tournament of Champions championship game right here on your favorite game show. It's Monopoly. All right, so everybody out there on the live stream, just real quick, did want to throw out there to you and say we're really appreciating all of you that's out there watching. Hello to Dakota and whoever ESD is. I don't see a name there for you, but thank you for being here. Buddy, thanks for coming in. Davion, good to see that you're watching out there from the land of Jamaica, man. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, goodbye, whatever you want to go with works for me. But we will be going silent for just a few moments while we go ahead and get everything added onto the board, and we will be back with you here in just a few moments. All right, Monopoly fans, we are back with you here, and I'm bringing in here to the booth with me our good friend, Mr. Jason Myers. Jason, man, we've got quite the game going on right now. Russ seems to be dominating.
Seems to be, yes. But we have seen things swing in the opposite direction on a couple of occasions. I hate to bring it up, but it's happened to me.
I was thinking that I didn't want to say it. I figured I'd let you put it out there, but yeah, it
Yeah.
happened to you too.
Yeah. But I didn't have as much of a domination on the board as Russ does. I think I only had 4 properties versus somebody else having the other 4. But
Hey,
still, anything and everything is possible.
That is true, because there's 4 little properties that people seem to forget about that sit out there on the board. And remind me, Jason, what are those properties that can make a big difference?
The choo-choo trains.
That is right. Those hostile takeovers, they can change the game in an instant. So, hey,
Just because some of them are down, do not count them out.
I absolutely agree with that there. I see that we've got one person that's voted green. Tony's asking if he can vote blue. Hey, you can vote blue if you want to, Tony, but we don't know what in the world that means.
If you vote blue, that means you think both the yellow player and the green player are gonna win.
Yeah, well, we've
It's
only
gonna
got
be
3
a
spots.
tie.
We've got 3 spots in the championship game, so I'm not quite sure that that's going to work out. But I do see that Lucario, I'm pretty sure he's a third distant cousin from Mario, has joined us in the live chat. So like to thank you for joining us tonight. I see that we've got up at least as high as 15 live. Oh, well, as soon as I said that, we hit 16.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And guys, I just want to take a second to say, as I do host Monopoly, number one, we've loved being able to start these live streams with you. Our fearless leader, Mr. Brandon Scruggs, has brought you such amazing content here at MVG for, I think, at least 5+ years now. He was very hesitant, I think we could all say, to try out the live streams, but you guys have supported us so well. Up to 17 now, that is fantastic. But y'all have supported, now this being the 6th different live that we've done. You have supported my Monopoly series so well. And please make sure that you stick around to the very end, because there will be an announcement at the end of tonight's game that you guys are absolutely going to want to hear about. I'll give you a little hint. It happens to have something to do with the championship game. But definitely stick around for that. But Jason, if you're along with me here, I think it's time that we get back to that semifinal.
It looks to be that way. I think all the preparations are in place. So, Turd, take it away.
All right. Well, we are back here again, friends. Again, thank
And
you.
the man James chose orange.
Well, if anybody would do it, it is Mr. James Doe. So, all right. Well, we are. That's right. We are back here and ready for our second round of our game, which is our big money round. We're going to have 15 minutes on the clock to take us all the way to the end of this game. But man, I cannot do this part of the game alone, which means I've got to bring in Mr. Monopoly himself once again, Mr. Justin Ray. Justin, welcome back.
Hello there.
So, as me and Jason were talking just a few moments ago, this has been quite the blowout so far. Do you think that Scott and Travis can pull out the miracle and find their way to the championship game?
I don't know. It's not looking good for either one. So,
Well, as Jason said,
Thanks for the
praise
vote of confidence.
this is
Wow.
true. Yeah, Scott and Travis have said the check's in the mail. That'll be to you anytime within 3 to 5 years. But it is that time for us to get to it. So, Mr. Monopoly, you got those dice locked and loaded and ready to go?
they're locked, they're loaded, and they are ready to roll.
All right. So, of course, with this big money round, 15 minutes, Mr. Monopoly will be making rolls for us. Whatever property we land on, if it belongs to one of the players, they will get a trivia question. If they get it correct, they will win money. If they get the question wrong, it won't cost them anything, but it will then become a toss-up for the other two players. If they get it right, they will steal the rent money. If they get it wrong, however, it will cost them. So you got to be really careful with that. Of course, we've got our chance and community chest property sitting out there waiting to possibly help or hinder our players. And as always, those railroads can make a big difference in an instant. So, Mr. Monopoly, if you're ready, let's go ahead and throw that first roll and get started with our big money round.
Can you let me back in, please?
Yep, hold on, don't do that roll just yet. I keep messing that button on, Scott. There we go. You are back in. We are good now. Let's
Thank you.
do it.
First roll, and I cannot believe this has happened again.
I swear to God, you
is
better not say 4.
Sorry, Bob. It is.
Ow.
Well, my name's not
Yay!
Bob, but yeah, there we go again. We have hit income tax. Please tell them about it.
Players, I got to have 10% of your cash in your hand, and it goes into the free parking jackpot, which we will explain should we hit free parking during the game.
And of course, that didn't do a thing to Scott. It gave Travis some money, and it only hurt Russ. So red and yellow are very happy right now, and I'm happy that we're going to have another roll.
And it is an 8, 6 and a 2.
And we've landed on the electric company.
Oh, ow. I got shocked there landing on that. But players, this is a specialty space. You see 100 times the roll. Well, 8 means you can net $800 in your bank should you answer Turd's question correctly. Turd,
All right.
ask him the question.
I Don't Know How to Love Him is a song from which 1970, and that's Russ.
Jesus Christ Superstar.
Jesus Christ Superstar is correct. $800 coming to Russ. Back up to 2460. Next roll, Mr. Monopoly.
Well, here's a sense of deja vu. It's an 8, a 6 and a 2.
Hey.
And we've hit free parking.
All right, players. I mentioned that we might could hit it. Here's the explanation of it. You get Turd's toss-up question right, you get the money that's in the free parking jackpot, and it resets back to $500 if you do. So, good luck on this question.
What line do strikers stand on outside their place of, and that's Scott?
The penalty line?
No, I'm sorry. Russ or Travis? Russ.
Picket line.
Picket line is correct. $617 comes over to you, brings you to $30.77. We replenish free parking with another $500, and we're going to replenish those dice with another roll.
It's a 5 and a 1 for a 6.
And that's Atlantic Avenue.
Well, Russ, this could net you $1,150 for your hotel on Atlantic Avenue. Here's Turd's question to possibly get that for you.
Russ, what is the French word for mother?
The French word. I know what the Spanish word for mother is, but you did not ask for Spanish.
No, I didn't. And you're stalling.
I might have to pass this one.
Sorry, time is up. So that now, Scott.
Mare.
That is correct. Well done. You have stolen $1,150. Well done, Scott. Brings you to $1,150. All right, Mr. Monopoly, next roll.
Okay, sorry. 4 and a 3 for a 7.
And we've
Uh-oh.
hit Community's chest.
Uh-oh.
Those things are bouncing around, but this, like Turd said, could either help you or cripple you. So, Turd, turn over the card and tell them what's on it.
Our top card says, advance to go. Collect $200. Well done, players. $200 comes to each of you. And we have another roll.
5 and a 3 for an 8.
And that's Vermont Avenue.
All right, Scott, here's a chance for you to pick up some big cash. $550 for your hotel on Vermont Avenue.
Scott, what color is Frascati wine?
Red.
No, I'm sorry. Travis or Russ? What color is Frascati wine? Travis.
White.
White is correct. Welcome to the game. $550 comes to you. You're at $138. Next roll, Mr. Monopoly.
We have a 6 and a 1 for a 7.
Oh boy.
And that's Pennsylvania Railroad.
Woo woo! Yes, players, we have hit the first hostile takeover of this big money round. Get the toss-up question right, and especially you, Travis, could wind up with a hostile takeover of any property on the board that is not yours. So, here's that toss-up question.
Players, what two-word term is the order to a group of soldiers on parade? And that's Travis.
I forgot. Damn it.
All right. Scott?
At ease?
At ease is correct. All right, Scott. Yes. So you can now attack any of Russ's properties. Remember, you will have to get the number of questions correct that are equal to the number of properties. If you miss one, you will pay the value of rent to Russ. So where would you like to attack?
Pink.
All right, so we're going to the magentas. So that means we'll start with St. Charles Place. So $750 at risk here for your first question. What word can mean both any plant grown for food and to reduce the size of an image?
Crop.
Crop is correct. Now we're at States Avenue, another $750 at risk. Who wrote the Foundation series of science fiction novels, the first of which was published in 1951? I'm sorry, Scott. It's Isaac Asimov. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. That's going to cost you $750. And that $750 is going to go over to Russ, takes him to $4,027, and you are down to $600. That's the end of the hostile takeover. Mr. Monopoly, next roll, please.
6 and a 3 for a 9.
And we're on chance.
All right, now we're on another specialty place. And, of course, these can either hurt you or help you. So, Turd, tell them what's on the card.
We flip the top card and it says, make general repairs on all your property. For each house, pay $25, and for each hotel, $100. So we do pause the clock here to be fair to all the players. So we will start with Scott first. So he has a total of 5 hotels, which is $500.
Take all my money.
And another 4 houses, which is $600. So we're going to subtract that from Scott. Takes him to 0. And then for Russ, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 hotels, which is going to cost him $1,600, taking him down to $2,427. The clock restarts now. Mr. Monopoly, next roll, please.
It's a big 10. 6 and a 4.
And we're on North Carolina Avenue.
All right, Russ. Here's $1,275 for your hotel on North Carolina Avenue. Should you answer the question right?
All right,
That's
Russ.
not-
A dermatologist specializes in what type of diseases?
Skin diseases.
Skin diseases is correct. 1275 coming back to you. 3702. Next roll, Mr. Monopoly. We're on 6 minutes remaining.
Well, this is pitiful. A 2 and a 1 for a 3.
Well,
That
here we
ain't
go
pity.
again.
And that is short line.
Woo woo! Players, it's another hostile takeover time. You guys know what to do. Here's the question from Turd.
Players, boxer Nassim Hamed adopted which regal nickname? Scott.
Gonna guess Prince.
Prince is correct.
Oh
Scott?
God!
You know what to do here. Where are we attacking?
Let's try the pinks again.
All right, so we'll race around. No passing go on that. So start at St. Charles, 750 at risk. Here is your first question. Never Say Never Again was an unofficial film featuring which character?
Peter Pan.
No, I'm sorry. It's James
Oh.
Bond.
Yep.
I'm sorry. That's going to cost you 750, which is going to take you into the negatives. And that 750 goes over to Russ, taking him to 44.52. That is the end of the
Thank you.
hostile
Come again.
takeover. And Mr. Monopoly, next roll with about 4.5 minutes remaining.
It's a 4 and a 2 for a 6.
And we've hit Community's chest again.
Well, we got a card and it has something on it. Turd, tell them what it is.
All right, so players, you are going to be paying a school tax of $150. So that comes out of everybody's bank. And Mr. Monopoly, next roll, please.
6 and a 4 for a 10.
And we're on Ventnor Avenue.
Russ, this could put $1,150 in your bank.
All right,
Listen
Russ.
up.
How many hours ahead of Greenwich Mean Time is Moscow?
3 hours.
3 hours is correct. $1,150 comes over to you, Russ. Takes you to 54.52. Next roll.
It's a 3 and a 2 for a 5.
Let me pause that because I had it pop up here that Russ got kicked out. So let me add him back in first. Okay, he's back in now. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's North Carolina Avenue.
Russ, here's $1,275 for you should you get the question right.
All right, Russ. Which region has recorded the lowest average temperatures, the Antarctic or the Arctic?
The Arctic.
No. Scott?
Antarctic.
The Antarctic is correct. 1275 comes to you. Takes you to 375. Next roll, please. 2.5 minutes remaining.
It's a 4 and a 2 for a 6.
Boo.
Oh no, that's luxury tax.
Well, players, unfortunately, I gotta have $75 from you, and it goes in the free parking jackpot.
All right, 725 is in the free parking now. Next roll, please.
big number, 5 and a 4 for a 9.
And we get $200 for pass and go. And we've landed on chance.
All right, players, you know what this means for you. Turd, tell them they're either fate or fortune.
All right, it's going to be a fortune because you are going all the way around to go again. $200 coming your way. And next roll, 1 minute and a half left remaining.
And we're doing this again, 5 and a 4 for a 9.
And we're on Connecticut Avenue.
All right, Scott, this could put $600 into your bank there. Listen up to the question.
Scott, what do Americans call fish fingers?
Fish sticks.
Fish sticks is correct. $600 comes to you. You're up to
Fish
1,300.
Fish sticks.
Next roll, Mr. Monopoly. We are under a minute.
It's a 6.
We're at Pennsylvania Railroad again.
Here we go again.
Woo-woo. Players, you know what this means. So
All right.
listen up for the question.
Here we go. Chipmunks are found primarily on which continent? Travis.
North America.
Correct. Travis, where do you want to attack?
The Greens.
All right, going around to the greens. You know what's at risk here? So we have got Pacific Avenue, 1275 at risk on this question. Which fish is used to make Worcestershire sauce, or as I call it, wash your sister?
Oh gosh. Anchovies.
Anchovies is correct. We now move over to North Carolina Avenue, 1275 at risk again. Lawrence Fishburne played Raymond Langston in which U.S. television series?
The Twilight Zone.
No, I'm sorry, it was CSI. I'm so sorry. That's going to cost you $12.75. That $12.75 will make its way over to Russell again. And that sound means that we are at the end of our big money round. Let's take a look at where we stand. Okay, Scott got pissed off and made himself have $NN.
Ow!
Uncalled for, Scott. So, right now, here is where it stands. In third place, we have Travis Coulter at negative $962. In second place, we've got Scott Michaels at $NN. And in first place, we've got Russ Bielefeld at $7,052. We're going to take our last commercial break here. And as we do, we're going to go and sell back all of the upgrades the players have made. When we come back, we're going to find out who's making it on to play for $50,000 once around the block and who's moving on to the championship game of the Tournament of Champions right here on Monopoly.
Oh my god.
That NN should stand for no Nels.
No.
All right, so players, we're going to be the audience, we're going to be taking a few minutes here to go ahead and get all of this figured up. So we're going to let you listen to all of that lovely music out there. Remember, we're going to want you to stay tuned because after the game is over in just a few moments, we're going to be making that big announcement that I know you've been waiting for, especially with all of you that are really loving the series of Monopoly. So give us just a few moments. Everything will go quiet for just a few. And when we come back, we're going to find out all of the happenings right here. We'll be right back with you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. Thank you to all of you that have stuck around. We are back up to 17 of you watching the live stream. That is fantastic. All right, so Jason, man, I think we all know what's about to happen here, but man, just a dominating performance there by Russ. And again, we saw at least 3, maybe 4 different hostile takeovers, and once again, players could not take advantage. Jason?
Good answer.
Hey, it would help if I unmute. Hi.
And yes, Jason Scott, one of
Yes.
those $900 dollars. No.
Oh, great. Mark's back. Cool.
You were saying.
Yeah, as I was saying, when I realized that out of the corner of my eye, the unmute button was flashing. Yeah, it's something about the hostile takeovers. Just the nerves get to the contestants as soon as they get the ability to try to take over somebody's property. And so far during this tournament of champions, it's just failed miserably for everybody that's attended, myself included.
Now, this is very true. I don't even know that there's a whole lot to say. I know that the audience out there is looking forward to finding out who's going to win this thing, who's going to make it to the championship game. Are you ready to find out, Jay?
Scott wins with dollars.
Yes. Today's winner with $NN.
Yes.
That's how Scott's trying to win, is to come up with imaginary numbers. I guess that was
Because realistically, the only way either Scott or Travis are going to win it is they had to hope that Russ got lost backstage.
Well, I'm thinking maybe that this was Scott's way of coming up with his own form of Bitcoin. $NN. Look for it coming out. We're gonna start selling it here from MVG before you know it. But it's that time. Let's make our way back into the Monopoly studio. All right, ladies and gentlemen, man, I would like to say this has been a great game, but then I don't want to lie to you, because then you won't come back and watch. So let's let's go ahead and put some gauze and bandages on this train wreck. So we start off coming in there to that final round. We had Mr. Travis Coulter had negative $962. When we add in, oh, wait a minute, he didn't have anything, so he's going to finish the game at negative $962. Then you're welcome. All right, then we move over to our player that was in second, Mr. Scott Michaels, who, oh, looky there, his money's back. $1,300 that he had. We sell back all of his upgrades, which nets him $1,450, which brings him up to a grand total today of $2,750 with no letter N's attached. And finally, we make our way over to the preacher man himself, Russ Bielefeld. He came in there with $7,052. We sell back all of his upgrades, which nets him an additional $4,000, which today brings him to a final total of $11,052. Russ Bielefeld, you have won today's game of Monopoly, and you're going on to the championship game.
Dear God.
Congratulations to you, Russ. We will come back and talk here in just a few moments about what it all means. But first, man, let's go on over. Let's start with our friend in the red. He was our #1 overall seed. Travis Coulter, man, my friend, we've been friends for a really long time now. I've got a lot of respect for you. My friend, what happened tonight? It's okay, buddy.
Is it? No, it is okay, but I knew I was going to be up against some very tough players because we had played a game just recently, and I also did not fare well. Actually, this is the exact same finishing as we had in that other game. So I don't know if that was supposed to be a precursor or not, but this definitely was fun, and I look forward to another season of it.
I'm sure there was probably a lot of pre-cursing going on when your microphone was muted too. So pre-cursing, post-cursing, during cursing. But hey, like you said, Travis, man, you really did a fantastic job during the season. You're the only player again that had six figures. It's one of those things. You went up against two absolutely fantastic players here, and it wouldn't have mattered who the number one seed was. Well, unless it was Russ. This was yeah. Russ was going to had a good chance of handing out a whooping tonight. So, but hey, you had a fantastic season. Good news is, while you're done as a player, you will be back at the championship game, back right in your spot being the announcer again. So I'm sure you're happy about that.
Yes, and I can't wait for that whole opportunity. So,
Well, thank you as always, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure give it up for Mr. Travis Coulter over there. Been a heck of a player this season.
Hey.
Well job by you there. Next, we go over to our second place finisher today, Mr. Scott Michael. Scott, $2,750. In a normal night, that would be a respectable total. Unfortunately, when you've got somebody that had that much money after making it through like third streak, yeah, that was it was not looking up for you tonight. But what do you have to say for your run here? That's you finish up 0-8 on the season. I know you were hoping to get the first one tonight. Tell us how you feel.
I don't feel too bad about all of it. I mean, yeah, I went 0 for 8, but like I said, when I'm facing people like this, to the likes of Russ and Travis and a couple other people you've had during the season that were to this level of trivia knowledge, it's hard to beat them. I will admit, like, every dog has their day where they do beat them, but in a case like this where it's straight trivia, a lot of it tonight being movie and TV involved, and I knew Russ is very good in that wheelhouse. Like, yeah. I knew it was going to be over, but hey, I did what I could. I got a couple of properties. I could have had a couple more, but got beat to the buzzer or just flat out didn't know.
Well, and hey, like you said, every dog has their day, and today Russ was the big dog in the yard, and he lifted his leg and absolutely emptied his bladder all over the two of you. But hey, Scott, it was great having you here for the 8 episodes we had you, and we're hoping that, just like Travis said, we're hoping that when season 2 makes its way around the block, that you'll be back here to play again with us.
Hey, I definitely will be here.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Again, everybody give it up for Mr. Scott Michaels. Great competitor. And now that brings us over to the man, as we called him, the big dog himself, Russ Bielefeld, $11,052. You go back to this time last week, it was looking like that you weren't even going to be in the tournament, but through some good luck, you were able to make it back to us. Russ, tell us, with everything that's happened this season, how does it feel knowing that you've made it to the championship game?
Well, I'm just relieved to be here. Period.
Well, and according to what Scott said, it sounds like you relieved yourself on them as well. So,
no, Turd, no, just no.
You're starting to sound like Brandon Scruggs now telling me no.
There's a reason why I've been doing depend commercials on the network for the past several months.
Well, this is
Anyway.
true. Yeah. So he lifts his leg and nothing ever comes out. Well, not that you see. But congratulations to you there, Russ. But hey, we're not done yet. You still have a chance to win $50,000 more. If you're ready, I know I'm ready. Let's go once around the block.
Break the bank, Russ!
Mm-hmm. Bang!
All right.
Russ.
All right, so that means it is time for us to go once around the block here in our bonus game. Russ, you have that chance to add on an additional $50,000. All you're going to have to do is make it one time from go all the way back around. Land back on go, and we're going to give you $50,000. If you make it beyond go, we'll give you $25,000. You have 5 rolls to make it around the board. After every roll, for every spot you make it, we'll give you $100 for each of those spots, which will go right there into the center bank, and you'll get a chance to walk away with that offer. Now, we're not just going to make it that easy for you. Of course not.
Right.
We're going to add in an additional 4 go-to-jail spaces along with the one that's already on the board. You're going to put 1 on 2nd Street, 1 on 3rd Street, and 1 on 4th Street. Where would you like to put your 1 on 2nd Street?
Okay. Well, considering the very prominent person who is going to be turning himself into the authorities tomorrow, I'm putting it on New York.
Don't know who you're talking about there, but yeah, New York Avenue. So there's your first one. Where would you like your 1 on 3rd Street?
Waterworks.
All right, over to
Well, someone in the
Waterworks.
chat likes my comment.
and then let's have 2 on 4th Street.
All right. Those are going to go on the short line and the luxury tax.
All right, and yes, as we make our way back around the board, those of you out there in the live stream that you've just had to put up with Mark Leota's jokes, if we have to put up with him, so do you. So I will remind you there, Russ, that of course if you roll doubles at any time, we'll give you an extra roll. So again, we wish you the best of luck here, Russ. You've got 5 rolls. We're going to go ahead, Mr. Monopoly, fire up that rock and roller. Russ, you know how this works. You tell him when to stop, and best of luck.
All right, Justin, give me some good rolls and let them go now.
Now is a 6, 5 and a 1.
All right, so that's going to bring you up to $600. So right now you have no bad rolls sitting out there for you. I'm going to assume you want to continue to go.
Well, of course. Yeah, I'd like to see some boxcars right now so I can avoid that first go to jail space. So
Now let's hope for it. Let's
release
fire up that rock and
them
roller.
right about now.
Now it's a 7, 5 and a 2.
All right, so that's going to take it up to $1,300. So now we are going to have a bad roll in play here, and that is a 6. So a 6 is your 1 bad roll. You've got 3 rolls remaining. I'll give you $1,300 to walk away right now.
No, Neil, I don't need any duct tape, thank you.
I'm gonna roll again, even though 6 is
Alright.
my lucky number. I tend
Alright,
to
well
roll
then
6s
let's-
a lot. I'm gonna press on and
Let's
let's
fire up
release
that rock
the
and roller.
dice. How about now?
It's a 4 and a 1 for a 5.
Oh, lucky, I guess you. $1,800 is what I have for you on offer to walk away. You've got 2 rolls remaining. Your bad rolls at this point, 10 and 12. So 2 rolls remaining. Would you like to go on, or do you want to walk away with that $1,800 offer?
Oh, I'm gonna play again.
He's playing on, playa. Fire up that rock and roller. Russ, tell him when to stop.
Now.
It's a 5 and a 1 for a 6.
All right, another $600 in the pot, $2,400. And here is where we stand. You have 1 roll remaining. You're not going to make it to go unless you get some doubles. Okay, so I can offer you $2,400 now to walk away because you've got some danger coming up. So right now, you have got bad rolls at a 4, a 6, and an 11. So 3 bad rolls sitting there for you. $2,400 is what I offer you to walk away, or you can take that final roll. What's your pleasure?
Yeah, well, even if a 10 came up, it would be only another $1,000. Not much difference between 2,400 and 3,400. So I'm just gonna take the money and run.
All right, so
Good.
you are walking away.
Yes, sir.
All right, he's going to walk away. So that means today, Russ Bielefeld, you're walking out of here with $13,400. $452. Well,
Hey, a large straight Yahtzee. I'll take it.
All right. Well, hey, that is a good total there. But here is the news for you: is you are making it on to the championship game, where you are going to be taking on Mr. Peach Nectarine, our number 5 overall seed, and our number 7 overall seed, Mr. Nels Snesrud. Again, you were the number 9 seed, so we did not have a single one of our top seeds win their matchups. So, Russ, we hope you'll be back again with us next week for the championship.
Yes, I will. I'm sure Nels will be really thrilled when he finds out tomorrow that I'm in the championship with him.
I'm sure there will be plenty of foul words that are spoken and probably a lot of other words that we cannot decipher what exactly it is he's saying.
Oh my!
And
Yeah.
and then as for Peach, of course, there's only one thing we can say to him, and that, of course, is "fuck you" with a saguaro cactus.
That works for me. I'll say that works for me. Matter of fact, hold on. We got some breaking news. Breaking news just coming in. Nels Snesrud has left a voicemail. Okay, I'm gonna hit play now.
Yeah.
Oh man, he sounds angry, and I think he's ready to go. So again, thank you very much there to you, my good friend there, Russ. We will see you back once again next week. So, oh man, Mr. Monopoly, we had a heck of a game there today. Man, some good players, but man, at the end of the day, a little bit more of a blowout than I was expecting.
Given the company, this is pretty much how I figured this game was going to go, but still yet, good job to everybody, and God, what a finale we're going to have.
This is true, and I will remind all of you that are out there watching, stay tuned. In just a few moments, we are going to be unveiling what the big announcement is for our championship game. But before we get to that, we are going to say goodnight to our board here. And until we get back to the championship game, which is coming up next week, I'm your host, Turd Ferguson, and you sure as hell aren't. Stay tuned to the Monopoly After Party. All right. So we have made it through another episode of Monopoly. So glad for all of you that have stuck around. I'm looking right now in the live chat. We're kind of bouncing between 13 and 14 people still here. I know at least from when I've been watching, I saw it get at least as high as 17. I always check it all out once everything's done. So I'm looking forward to seeing where that's at. Jason, come back to you now real quick. What did you think about tonight's episode of Monopoly?
I mean, yeah, it may have been on the one-sided side, but as I said, anything and everything could happen. Unfortunately, the tale didn't change. Would have loved to have seen Russ cross Godo, but unfortunately, it just wasn't in the dice today. However, the championship game is another story.
Literally was, I mean, absolutely, literally was not in the dice tonight. But hey,
I don't think there was a single double rolled at all tonight, though.
I will have to agree with you. I don't think I remember any doubles being rolled either. But hey, it has definitely been one heck of a season so far. Next week, championship game, we've got Peach, we've got Russ, and we've got Nels. Kind of give me a little bit of a preview there. What are you thinking? What's this championship game looking like?
Minnesota versus Ohio. Oh, jeez. Let's see. You got Nels, who swears revenge against anybody that tries to beat him, because everybody and anybody is his arch nemesis.
And he swears a lot.
And he swears a lot. And needs to get smacked upside the head with a wet noodle once in a while.
He likes that kind of stuff. Yes,
Then
perfect. Yeah.
you have Peach, who's the calmer of the two Minnesota natives.
Except I'm eternally bitter on the inside.
You're only eternally bitter if there's no sports questions. So Turd, make sure there's sports questions.
Yes, they turn out the Royals twice on the weekend.
And then there's Russ, who is calm as a cucumber until you. No, I'm not going that way. I'm just gonna stop right there.
Yeah.
Normally the pundits and the people in Vegas would say that Russ would be the favorite to win, but it's really and truly anybody's game because Nels has done the impossible, Peach has done the impossible. It's going to be a barn burner for sure.
Truth be told, I think Nels making it here was way more impossible than me.
This is true. I will agree with that. But yeah, it's going to be a great game. I know that some of you are waiting around. It's getting late. It's time to hear that big announcement. And man, I am so proud to be able to announce this. You guys so far through the Tournament of Champions, you didn't get to see the 25 episodes of the regular season that led us here. Who knows, maybe someday that'll find its way onto the MVG page, but
2026.
yeah, 2026 probably at the earliest. But you have seen us run all this so far through software, which we were able to get through a gentleman by the name of Travis Griffin. He makes a lot of great game show software. Make sure you go out, find him. He's on Etsy. Makes a lot of good game show software. You see it used a lot in different games here at MVG Productions. But next week, we're going to take a little break from the software. And to those of you saying, oh, wait a minute, does that mean he's going to put out the board game? No, not exactly. So we have got some great friends that have also created some game show, we'll call it experiences, over in VR chat. There is actually a world that was recently created by some good friends of mine, Doma Fox and Bond Maple Wolf, where they have recreated the 1990s Monopoly set that we can actually walk out onto. So next week, right here, same time, same place, same back channel, you're going to be able to come and see Monopoly live, the championship game from the virtual reality set. No, you don't need any special equipment to watch this, but we will be live and in living color on the virtual reality set next week in VR chat with a tremendous game. So you're actually going to get to see the board, you're going to see the podiums, you're going to get to see dice being thrown, you're going to get to see it all live and in living color. And we hope that you will be there to celebrate with us as we bring to an end a fantastic, that I could have never imagined going so well, first season of Monopoly. So we hope you'll be there, 11 Eastern, 10 Central next week right here on the live stream. We will be in VR chat with our championship game of Monopoly. But it's time for us to wind this up tonight. I would like to thank all of you out there on the live chat that have been watching. We hope that you will give a like to this channel if you've not already done so, that you'll subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. That way, whenever these streams go live, you'll know it. Go out, find a friend, find two, find four, find as many as you can. Tell them about what we're doing here at MVG Productions, so that they can jump on the train as well and have all the fun that you've been getting to have here late at night. And that's right, as Russ says in the chat there, and Jason says it best. Jason, how is it you say about tell a friend, tell a family?
Tell your friends, tell your friends, tell your family, tell the whole world about this show, this channel, and everything that you see here on the MVG networks, MVG Productions, everything.
Exactly.
Get the word out.
Yeah, get the word out, because we're not getting smaller, friends. We're getting larger. We're on a track towards 1,400 subscribers, and hey, guys, help make us happen. I would love to see us be all the way up to 2,000 subscribers. Heck, at least by the end of the year. I think we could do it by summer if you guys put the name out there. Share us, let people know all about it. So for now, that's it. Scrugsy, are you still out there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Would you like to give your audience, and it is your audience, would you like to give them any final words before we say goodnight?
As always, and I think you guys have already said it best, thank you to everyone who has subscribed, everyone who hasn't subscribed, anyone who's taken a minute of their day to watch any of the content that we've made here. We do it out of the love of trivia, out of the love of game shows, and out of the love of trying to entertain you for just a small portion of your day. So, I guess as I say it best, in the meantime, between time, take care of yourselves, wash your face, wash your hands, and you know what the rest is. Just take care of yourselves, and we'll hopefully see you next week for a unique Monopoly experience right here at MVG Productions. Till then, I'm Brandon Scruggs. For everyone out here, so long, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.
And go Rams.